Did you know that the most silent person in the room might be the most intriguing? Welcome to the world of the elusive Sigma male. Picture a man who defies the societal norms, who doesn't seek validation or approval from others, who is comfortable in his own skin, and who often prefers solitude over socializing. This is your quintessential Sigma male, a breed apart from the more commonly known alpha or beta males. Sigma males are the introverted, self-reliant individuals who march to the beat of their own drum. They don't fit neatly into the social hierarchy, nor do they strive to. They are the lone wolves, the free spirits, the enigmas of our society. They value their independence and freedom above all else, often choosing to live on the periphery, observing and analyzing, rather than being in the thick of things. These characteristics can make Sigma males seem distant or mysterious. They are not necessarily aloof or cold, but they do value their personal space and solitude. This can often translate into a quiet demeanor, a thoughtful countenance, and a tendency to keep their thoughts and feelings to themselves. They are not the life of the party. They are not the ones leading the charge, but they are the ones who captivate you with their quiet intensity and depth. Sigma males are not easily understood, and that's part of their allure. They are the puzzle that you can't quite solve, the book you can't put down, the mystery that keeps you coming back for more. They are the enigma wrapped in a riddle, the silent observer, the quiet achiever. But what happens when this intriguing character goes silent on you? What does it mean when the Sigma male, who is already known for his quiet demeanor, becomes even quieter? Is it a sign of disinterest? Or is there something more to it? Now, why does this enigma of a man go silent on you? Prepare for some candid truths. Ever tried to get a Sigma male to open up? It's like trying to unravel a mystery within a mystery. The Sigma male, a fascinating specimen of the human species, often misunderstood. They are the lone wolves of the social hierarchy, those who prefer the company of their thoughts to the bustle of social gatherings. But why do they go silent, you might wonder? Well, let's start with their intrinsic love for solitude. Sigma males are the epitome of introverts. They find comfort in their own space, shielded from the noise of the world. This solitude is not born out of loneliness, but rather a deep-seated desire for self-reflection and introspection. They are the thinkers, the philosophers of the modern age, constantly on a journey of self-discovery and personal growth. Now, imagine being on such a quest. Would you prefer to engage in idle chit-chat, or would you rather explore the vast landscapes of your mind? That's exactly how Sigma males feel. Small talk is not their cup of tea. They crave meaningful conversations, discussions that stimulate their intellect and challenge their perspectives. But such conversations are rare, and so they often resort to silence. In addition to this, Sigma males are notorious for internalizing their thoughts and feelings. They are like vaults, storing away their emotions, processing them internally before they choose to share them with the world. This can often lead to extended periods of silence as they navigate through their thoughts, dissecting their feelings and formulating their opinions. So, the next time you find a Sigma male going silent on you, remember that it's not a personal slight. It's just their way of processing the world around them, a reflection of their introspective nature and their preference for meaningful interactions. But what happens when their silence becomes a barrier? Let's delve deeper. Imagine trying to connect with someone who's built an impenetrable wall of silence around them. That's the Sigma male for you. This isn't your typical wall. It's a fortress of solitude, an echo chamber where thoughts are louder than words. You might find yourself drawn to the allure of their quiet strength, but the silence can be as challenging as it is intriguing. A Sigma male's silence can often feel like a labyrinth that you're left to navigate alone. It's like trying to find your way through a thick mist, where each step forward feels uncertain. You might find yourself asking, what's he thinking? Why won't he express himself? This silence can be disconcerting, leading to misunderstandings and feelings of frustration or rejection. It's like trying to read a book with half the pages missing. You're left to fill in the blanks to make sense of the story with only fragments of information. The silence of a Sigma male in a relationship often feels like a puzzle, a riddle that keeps you guessing. In a world that thrives on communication, where we're constantly encouraged to express our thoughts and feelings, the Sigma male's silence can seem out of place. It can feel like a barrier. a wall that keeps you at a distance, preventing you from truly understanding them. But here's the thing. Silence isn't always a sign of disinterest or indifference. It isn't always a sign of rejection. For the Sigma male, it's a form of self-expression, a language in itself. Their silence is a canvas, and it's up to you to understand the art that lies in their quiet. So yes, dealing with a silent Sigma male can be challenging. It can feel like you're knocking on a door that never opens, like you're trying to understand a language you've never heard before. But remember, every wall, every silence has a door, and behind that door, there's a world waiting to be discovered. Yet there's a reason behind their silence, a reason that might surprise you. Ready for the blunt truth? A Sigma male's silence isn't a rejection, it's a reflection. Buckle up, because we're about to delve into the intricacies of the Sigma male's psyche. There's a common misconception that when a Sigma male goes silent, it's a sign of disinterest or rejection. But in reality, it's far from it. Their silence is not an act of dismissal, but rather a thoughtful process. You see, Sigma males are introspective by nature. They are deep thinkers who often retreat into their own minds to process their thoughts and feelings. When they go silent, it's not because they're ignoring you or pushing you away. Instead, they're taking the time to understand their emotions, to formulate their thoughts, and to construct a response that is both genuine and well thought out. This silence is a reflection of their respect for you and the conversation at hand. It's their way of showing that they value what you have to say, that they're taking it seriously, and that they want to respond in a meaningful way. For the Sigma male, silence is a form of communication. It's a way of saying, "I'm thinking about what you've said. I'm considering it. Give me a moment." It's not a rejection, but a reflection of their thought process. It's a sign that they're taking the time to understand, to empathize, and to respond in a way that is respectful and considerate. So the next time a Sigma male goes silent, don't take it as a sign of disinterest. Instead, see it as an indication of their respect for you and your words. Understand that they're processing, that they're thinking, and that they're formulating a response that is as genuine as it is thoughtful. Sounds counterintuitive, doesn't it? But that's the Sigma male for you. Now that you know the truth, how can you embrace the Sigma male's silence? This question likely lingers in your mind, echoing in the corners of your thoughts. So let's delve into it, shall we? Silence, for the Sigma male, is not an obstacle but rather a sanctuary, a haven where they can retreat, reflect, and recharge. It's essential to understand this if you're seeking to connect with a Sigma on a more intimate level. First and foremost, give them space. In our fast-paced society, we often feel compelled to fill every moment with chatter and activity. However, for the Sigma male, silence isn't empty. It's filled with thoughts and introspection. So, when they retreat into their silence, let them. Don't chase after them with a barrage of words. Instead, respect their need for solitude. Patience is your second ally. Recognize that the Sigma male's silence isn't a rejection, but rather a form of self-expression. They're not ignoring you. They're simply engaging with the world in their own unique way. Patience, therefore, is not just a virtue, but a necessity. Lastly, understand their need for reflection. Sigma males are deep thinkers. Their silence is their canvas, their thoughts the brush strokes that paint their inner world. When they're silent, they're not shutting you out. They're inviting you in. But this invitation isn't loud and bold. It's quiet and subtle, much like the Sigma male themselves. So, how do you respond? You listen. You listen not just to their words, but to their silence as well. You learn to read the pauses, the quiet moments, the unspoken thoughts. You learn to embrace the silence, to see it not as an absence of sound, but as a melody in its own right. Remember, a Sigma male's silence isn't a wall. It's a window into their soul. And that, dear viewer, is the blunt truth.